It's gonna be a building episode. But hey, check this little nightmare out. Look at that. Boy, I wish you could crouch in this game. Look over there. Isn't that interesting? So I've been busy off camera. One thing is I crafted 4 scanner room upgrades. Well, I already had 3. I had one, I crafted 3 more for range. So now we're at maximum scanner range, which it does definitely seem like it feels like, I don't think it filled up the entire room like this before. Look at that, you can see from like, we're up here in the top area. You can tell, you can really make out how it's like the vertical top of the local area. You can see all the way into these zones. Look at that, it's so far away. It's so down. But then most importantly, you can see under there into the caves. See, we knew there were caves because I've been to 2 areas of them, and also that previous scare where I saw the horrible nightmare caves. Wasn't really fond of that visual, but it turns out there's other sources of cave around here, and that was an interesting discovery. And also, I did a bunch of fucking farming. Hi, titanium. Also, yeah, look at that. All those titanium ingots I crafted too. That's my secondary titanium source too. I didn't craft anything besides those scanner upgrades. I have made no discoveries or progress really. I just farmed in existing territory. Just so that when we do this building episode, I can be like, look at all the shit I have already, and don't have to manually gather it while we're at it. Not everything's full, but a lot of stuff's pretty full. Like pretty full. Like pretty full. Like the diamonds are full. Rubies not so much. Those are new. I renamed this overflow temporarily, but then I just made these. There's some extra of everything a little bit that doesn't fit. I have a lot of lithium. And this one's empty right now, but it'll be the backup one, obviously, and all that. But before we get building, I just want to show you guys what I was looking at. Yeah, that's parked kind of over there. Where is my... Oh, right. Let's shut you up. Click, click. Sea moth. Oh, right. Because it's parked. I just want to show you guys my recent discovery, because that was neat. If I can discover what direction it was in. It'd be really handy, Mr. Scanner, if you could tell me. Because you're currently set to find magnetite for me. Let's see. Was it that way? I think it was the north direction, but I could be wrong. What happened is I was scanning for things, and I think I was scanning for I was scanning for shale, which does not naturally occur in the zone we're in right now. But when I said to scan that though, I got one little pip. I think it was like here or something. Oh yeah, there's the hole. It was like right there. And so I saw that, I was like, wait, what's up with that? That's really close by and everything. What's up with that? So I went to investigate the shale, and some kind of cool stuff happened. But it was mostly tried and true territory. But I want to bring you guys with me, because I want to go explore that area that I found.
Welcome aboard, all systems online.
Although real quick, I'm going to top off my meters, because it always sucks to have bad news happen there. God, this is convenient. Oops. Let's not let that happen. There we go. Yay. Whoop. I wish I could more accurate. I think it was in the north. Yeah, I've lost my radar pip that showed me it in the first place. Yeah, that startled me a little bit. But I believe what happened is I think I was around one of these kelp forest areas. I think it might have been to the northeast instead. And there was just a hole. Like the ones we saw before, but just really local. Is that it? No. Damn it. I'm trying to recreate it for you. Floaters. Hey there. Ah. Ooh, there's a heat vent. Not quite what I was thinking of, but hey! I should probably add a thermal thing right here, huh? That'd be a good idea. Kinda popped out, I hit the pop-out range. Oh well. My discovery probably isn't that interesting, come to think of it. Because when we think about all of the holes that have led to the caves in the past, they're all pretty local. So I guess the one I found probably isn't that big of a deal. It just felt like a big deal because it felt local. Like, too local to my base, like it was surprising. But I think they've all been pretty close to my base, technically. So I guess it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, suffice to say, I found an entrance to oh, hello. How far have I drifted from my base? I'm seeing you guys around. Hey, cut that out. Okay, I'm spooking myself a little bit. I'm 600 feet away from my base already. My sense of space is so bad in this game. Like I just don't know where I am most of the time. So quickly I can be like, wow, I'm really far away all of a sudden, huh? I'm a little scared. I'm seeing that guy. I got to one of those guys so fast. Those sharks? That's a surprise. I don't associate them with being local to my base at all. Wow. So many paths to take. It is fun just to poke around. This is the scanner room. See, the funny thing is now that I've swum around a bunch, it might have actually loaded the chunks I need. Or not. Oh well. Let's see, a heat area. That's one of the things it can bring up, interestingly. You can bring up an... Oh, that's not a very local heat area. Can you get me a more local one? I'm pretty sure I found closer ones. But yeah, it can find sources of heat and add those to my map, which I find interesting. So I can try to add a thermal thing at one of those places. Which strikes me as a cool idea. Is that down in a cave, too? That's a really inconvenient one. I guess they're all going to be down there, though, technically, because they're all geysers and whatnot. Anyway. Let's get crafting. How does that sound? Let's look at my list here. Yeah, can't make a prawn suit or a water filtration system. Let's try the reinforced dive suit. That's an important basic upgrade to have for myself. Reinforced dive suit. Synthetic fibers. Fuck. Alright. Can't make a water filtration suit because I don't have aerogel. The Neptune launch platform. That could be fun. Pretty sure I can craft that at the very least. If I can find... Yeah. So I need 2 titanium ingots, 4 lead, and a computer chip. I've got you guys. I've got lead. Cool. Now I just need to craft a computer chip. Which takes a little bit of doing. 2 table coral, a gold, and copper wire. Alright. Gold, copper wire. And I think I kept my coral here. 2 table coral. Isn't that neat? I bet we use the habitat builder to make you, right? That would make sense to me. You're an exterior module, I'd guess. Or not. Are you a base piece? Are you a... miscellaneous? I mean, these are all interior structures. Mobile vehicle bay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. That means I need to turn on the beacon for cave base red. We gotta go get that guy. But don't worry, guys, I'm gonna... Oh, that's the heat area. But don't worry, guys, I'm gonna embarrass myself a little less this time. Because did you know that you could pick up... You guys, did you know that you could pick up the mobile vehicle bay? That's why it's a mobile vehicle bay. There's even a nice, helpful interactions thing in the middle of the screen that says, pick up the mobile vehicle bay. Isn't that interesting, you guys? Isn't that interesting? I just thought you guys should hear about that. That's a thing that happens in the game. That you can do that. God, it's so open around here and that makes me uncomfortable. I just have to remind myself we're in an area where nothing's ever happened. And hope that stays the same. Just hope that stays true forever. Oh, there it is. I was like, I'll find it, right? The fun thing about video games. There we go. Little middle of the screen messages like that tend to go unnoticed by players. One of the things is that when you're playing a video game, there's certain messages that pop up constantly. So like whenever I point my mouse at anything, it constantly gives me a message just all the time about the thing I'm pointing at. And so you learn to filter those kinds of pieces of information out, because otherwise you'd be constantly reading them and you'd be losing your mind. In fact, that's how being a human works. There's a lot of just sensory information you filter out when you get used to it. And that's the only way to play a Ubisoft game, because their interface is so fucking overbearing that there's 500 things on the screen at all given times. And that was a good example of that, is that you would probably generally not want to constantly be aware of what's in the middle of the screen unless you're trying to do whatever's in the middle of the screen, basically. Let's see. So where do I want to make this station? Hey there. Could you not? I don't even have a thing in my hand right now. I will stab you. I will fucking stab you. Come here. Come here. Why you're hard to stab? When did you get so hard to stab? There, run away. I hurt you. That was a weird amount of effort it took to hit him. What is he doing right now? You right? You looking sick? Did you lose me? Alright. He was kind of doing that before I hit him too. It was a little weird. Could just kind of go over here in a direction for a bit and do it. There's not... I think this is an empty-ish area that has nothing else going on in it besides, you know, all the nature, but they don't need rights. Sure. Mobile vehicle bay. There you go. Let's get crafting. I didn't make the computer chip, you idiot. That's kind of an important step to all of this. We're going west, so I need to go east to get back. I covered less ground than I thought I did when I went over there. Yeah, you're supposed to... You're really supposed to actually make the thing when you get all prepped. Whoops. Oh, we can see him so much better now. There's the bay. I'm not ready to make a rocket, but I just kind of want to make my thing. Sounds exciting. This is the part I'm able to do so far. I asked the sun to come up so I could see this get spawned correctly.
Must be constructed in deeper water.
You mean like where I just came from? Is that what you mean to say? Is that what you mean to say? Ah. Well, shit. It'd be nice if they would just tell me how deep the water needs to be when I want to craft something. Because even this is guesswork. I can just come over here and be like, is it deep enough yet? There's like a nice like cliff over here, isn't there? Yeah. Although then it has to compete with my thing a little bit. There's so many sounds out here all the time. Let's go to Cave Base Red. If I'm gonna make stuff like this, I should put it next to things I know the location of. And Cave Base Red has limited long-term value, but I already made it, so let's just... It's just a scanner room that does nothing. I really... Well, I mean, it felt like a bigger thing back then, you know what I mean? Back when I was going out of my way to set up, at the time I was like, we're gonna do this. Look at my amazingly far away distant base where I'm gonna do this cool project. Now it's like so local that it's like not a big deal. Holy shit. The drones have to fly all the way over there to make it. Wow. That's big. I think that might be bigger than the submarine. Well, the bigger submarine, not the little one. That'd be a little pointless to point out otherwise. Hi. Kadoosh. I feel threatened about how... I feel like I should be threatened by how loud that just was. Like, is a thing attracted by volume gonna be coming over here? I don't like that feeling I just had. I don't like thinking about those things. Let's get up there. Let's check it out. You are huge. Hi there. So, here over at Cave Base Red is our objective of the game. Oh, hi guys. You're the rocket vehicle bay? Yeah, the Neptune gantry. Construct. Okay. Play steel ingot, copper wire, and lubricant. I have all of those things. Well, I can make the copper wire. I do have lubricant already. Look at you. You are absolutely huge. And we're still not out of the heat area. Let's be sure about this. Oh no, I'm past the heat area. Okay, I was like, how have I not reached the heat area yet? This is so far away. I'm sitting here wondering like how long range is my scanner. Part of the reason I like building on the surface a little bit is that otherwise it's just kind of distressing how I can't see anything ever. Although I will say, I can see my pod, and I can't see my own base right now. Let's see. Let's try disabling it. I think I can see the farm, but not my buildings. That's weird, right? The buildings should be more prominent. And there's the don't die. Huh. God damn. Well, that's pretty badass. Alright, so let's get a plate steel ingot, lubricant, and copper wire. Let's do this. I'm just gonna go down this trajectory until I hit the last thing I'm able to build. Because then we'll know what I need to have next. And then I'll have a clear goal. And also, let's turn that waypoint back on. Even though the don't die is right there. They're surprisingly spaced out right now, aren't they? I probably didn't have to be quite this far away, but it, you know, might as well use an existing landmark. And build things next to other things instead of just have a bunch of separate things I have to keep track of. Ooh, new icon, a rocket. That's fun. It freaked out a little bit there. Alright, so to make a plasteel ingot, let's see. So first of all, copper wire. I believe that's 2 of you. Got it. I think I grabbed some lubricant and put it up here. I didn't even know in advance, but I have exactly 1, so that's a fun coincidence. Alright, and I believe I need 1 titanium ingot and 2 lithium, which I should get from the overflow, because this one's full. I believe that'll make the playsteel. There we go. We're gonna make a rocket. Did you have fun recharging? Time to go back in. I wonder if it recharged at all.
All systems online.
Oh wow, it's fully recharged. I think recharging might be pretty fast in this game. Ah, physics. All set. I should have my scanner turned off. But also I kind of don't care that much. I should have the scanner turned off because it's scanning for the heat thing. I don't know, it continually renews itself every day. Because it has the solar. One scanner room probably isn't going to kill things. Although I also have, light change felt weird. We're getting God rays. It's so big. How much bigger can it get? That was some cool sound design. Very prey sounding. Tell me there's a ladder on that thing. Tell me I get to climb this thing. Maybe not. That's gonna construct the rocket somehow? Or hold it? I think it attaches to the gantry, right? Oh, elevator. Activate elevator. Yay! I'm higher than I've ever been besides the inside of the Aurora, I guess. You know what I like is how far away from the ocean I am right now. Wow, the clouds that cover the mountains are really comical once you notice them, aren't they? Like, there's the mountain island, and there's the floating island. Right over there. Huh. The Aurora rendezvous point was on the portal island? That seems like it. Huh. I should check to see where that waypoint leads to exactly, I guess. Cool. Now I can deal with my fear of heights. Hooray. My fear of heights usually doesn't really actually come up in video games, though. It is precarious. But this doesn't bother me nearly as much as the other ones. I think it's because some of the ocean fear and stuff is the fear of the unknown, the abyss and everything. In the heights, you can see everything pretty well, usually. But I think me looking down into abyss, sometimes the height thing complements things. But I'd be very uncomfortable if I was a person right now. But thankfully, I'm a video game, so it's fine. I will say that when I fall off very high surfaces in video games, I feel it inside myself. I feel it in my gut, where I'm just like, there's a rush. I can actually feel it, like, I can feel it in my gut and in my head sometimes. Like, my temples rush a little bit, in moments where I fall from very great heights in games that are relatively convincing. Nope, there it goes. Yep. So to make the Neptune boosters, we need plate steel ingot. That's easy enough. Wiring kit, sure. And then we need nickel or an aerogel. Cool. Things I've never seen before. This aerogel's really fucking important. Sure hope I find it someday. It's blocking almost all forms of progress at the moment. Maybe it'll be at that, maybe it'll be there, I guess. Or maybe it'll be there. Or maybe it'll be there. 500 meters down. I don't like the sound of that. Well, it's been a productive episode. We made this and that. I mean, look how big it is. I must have gotten a lot done today. Whee! Don't land on it. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I had I abruptly had the fear of like, oh, if I land directly on that, I bet I take fall damage. Wow, okay, there's the forest. It looked like I was going into deeper water at that angle. Look at that big old platform back there. Look at that destroyed capsule down there. Alright, I get to cross off Neptune launch platform. Do we consider our thermal plant? My issue is, can we draw power from the thermal plant? No, I should look into... Can't do the dive suit. Power cell charger, that's what I should look into. I need my ship to be able to sustain itself, right? That's a good idea. Where's the... Oh, there's the moon... No? Oh, it's on the other side. In the meantime, we can turn you off, and you. Because that's just more stuff to fill up my screen now.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright. Let me cross that out real quick. That's two things for one, because I just set out to do the platform, but I was able to make the next thing that came along with that. Alright, so... Power cell also, let's save, because this game screws me at random sometimes. Neptune gantry and Neptune boosters, those are the new ones. So power cell charger. They could really use like tabs or sorting of some kind. Like this food stuff kind of clogs things up a little bit when I'm looking for like stuff I want to craft. And basic materials is a good reference point. These are basic materials, and these are like secondary materials that you craft via those. Whereas these are like, there's like different types of buildings and stuff like that. Otherwise we have to scroll through them all individually. Let's see, power cell charger should be an interior module. Oh right, the vehicle upgrade console. Really just make that too. Let's get that crafted real quick. It's just another computer chip. Copper wire, 3 titanium. And once again, the computer chip is gold, another copper wire, 2 table coral. And now we craft. What is it saying I can craft over here? Oh, a scanner. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I can craft fire extinguishers. There's just 3 titanium each. I should probably have more of those in certain locations, just in case. Yeah, right. We need to use the habitat builder, which is there. We were building the... An interior piece, not an interior module. I guess so. I'll accept that, I suppose. This must be in this room. What? What? Why would I want it to face the wall? It's clearly facing the wall, right? I put it over here? What? Why can it only be placed facing the wall, like the wrong way? And I can't rotate it from this perspective. What the hell? That's like annoying, honestly. I don't like the look of that. And it always wants to center itself on the wall, it looks like. Yeah, it very much locks into specific locations. Sure. Oh, hey. Oh, okay. That's a bit neater. It has an inlet into the wall. That makes a bit more sense. Let's have it facing the front of the vehicle. Oh. Did it just like re-pick it up for a second there? Oh my god. Alright, so there's all the torpedoes. All the prawn upgrades for the vehicle I don't have yet. Seamoth upgrades. And common modules. Storage module, engine efficiency module, and hull reinforcement. Seamoth solar charger. I like the idea of that. Depth module Mark 1. Perimeter defense system's pretty cool, but we can't build it yet. Let's do the solar charger. It's an advanced wiring kit and enameled glass, and then this thing will just charge itself. I can color you. Such power. Unlimited power. Also, it's really hard to look at from here. That's what you think yellow looks like? Really? A weird visual. Honestly, having a really cartoonish and non-threatening looking vehicle is just kind of an enjoyable experience when everything else is freaking you out. I need a name. I need a name for you. It's beautiful.